and welcome back to Gold Squadron Podcast. My name is William Hegwood. Today, I'll be joined by Chris Allen, who stepped away to use the restroom. But we are continuing our coverage of Jencks World Qualifying Open. Here we have round 3. We have Brendon Edwards versus Thom Jencks. We have Scum versus CIS. This match is chance engagement, so only the one center objective there in the middle of the board. I'm going to get the choose your champion going in just a second here, so get your bets ready. There it is. Choose a champion is up. Start putting in your bets as we prepare to begin. Now, we will break down these lists in just a second, but first, let me just extend our thank you to our sponsors, our Patreons. Patreon.com/Gold Squadron. Sign up for quarterly rewards, including some cool new alt arts that were made for this quarter. So check them out. Definitely our largest group of supporters, and we cannot do events without you. And of course, Curpal Creatives. Check out curpalcreatives.com. The whole sale is the whole site is 20% off for Gen Con. So check that out. Andrew Knuckles, an amazing guy, supporting us through many years here. So, let's take a look at chance engagement. This scenario has only one objective in the center of the board. There's 2 points up for grabs. If you and your opponent are both at range 2 of the center, you both get 1 point. If only one of you is in the center, that player will get both points then. Other than that, this is what we call a little P versus P, player on player. This is a good old-fashioned dog fight. Now, Thom, welcome back, Chris.
Thank you. Sorry for abandoning you.
No, it's quite okay. We were just mentioned the chance engagement. Very self-explanatory there. As far as the single points, Lou asking about the Patreon rewards. Dion just sent them out at the end of last month, so they should be on the way to you. If you've won any prizes or signed up through our Patreon, we've been shipping those out in the last week or so, getting ready to clear out that as we got more giveaways. So stay tuned after the round. We're giving away t-shirts, and if we get to, I believe it's 140 subs, I'll be giving away a new mystery box. We might even let Chris pick out the mystery.
Oh, no, you can't tell them.
Maybe. I don't know, maybe. Anyways, let's take a look at these lists here. Thom has General Grievous, as you do in Separatist, Outmaneuver, Pervium Plating, Soulless One. If they were ever going to print a standardized card for General Grievous,
That is it.
That is it. I have other options, but they're wrong. So,
like 3 months from now, someone's going to roll out with some other Grievous loadout that is even better that no one else even bothered looking at because Outmaneuver
and Afterburner, so your only 2 options. Start there.
It's going to be like just some wild
like Debris Gambit.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
Debris Gambit and like a Blade of Plate, which isn't even legal. Just do it anyways. Like, all right, you know what? I'm in.
Sure, something like that. Anyways, with him, we have here Cad Bane. This one with we should take a look at. I skipped over Grievous because if you don't own a Grievous,
yeah, you will. He rolls lots of hits and he rolls lots of evades. It's a good trick.
He gets past some mods. You might not though know Cad Bane, and this is what's interesting about this matchup is because we see both versions of Cad Bane. In the Separatist, he gets actions for when people are destroyed.
Yes, which almost always means booster barrel roll, proximity mine.
Yep.
Occasionally it's like a barrel roll to line up a heavy laser cannon,
yep,
but
does
it's almost always a proximity. fine. And the cool thing is, Cad Bane doesn't say after a friendly ship is destroyed or after an enemy ship is destroyed.
Nope.
It's just any ship.
Any ship in that heads of laser
Well, any other ship.
Brutal with the dead to rights, being able to prevent green token expenditure while in the bullseye. So pretty awesome there to see. We have Ion Cannon for a little bit of control. The Xanadu Blood to allow him to equip proxy mines. It's very effective for the Separatists. The rest of these guys here, we got a pair of bombardment drones. They're trying to launch and or drop these proxy mines. We got a couple of those. We got some 2-point vultures here as well. Doofus 81 with energy shells.
Poor DFS 81. Everyone just calls him Doofus.
They're all doofuses. I at least put the number after the doofus.
You give them their full name. They paid for the full name. They're going to use the full name.
Like, oh, look how Doofus is going to get you. Every vulture is Doofus, so I don't know why you think that's going to narrow it down. But anyways, it's a fun term of endearment here. And we do have a Separatist drone with Discord missiles. Of course, they both are almost required to bring your grappling struts and, of course, independent calculations. So good, whether you're firing energy shells or launching Discord missiles, both
or
require...
Or just hanging out on a scenario point. You know what? This is my corner. I'm going to keep it.
Exactly. So let's take a look over at Brendon's list here. Let's start with that Cad Bane, and so we'll talk about the differences here. Do you know what Scum Cad Bane's ability is?
Yeah, so, you know what, never mind, we're not going off script. So, Cad Bane is, no, it's fine.
Would you just read the ability for me?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna read what it means, not what it says.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Cad Bane is,
give me the layman's terms.
After you do an attack, if it hits, you can transfer one of your angry, sad tokens to your opponent.
Yeah. Which
works really well because you have a crew slot, and Scum has 2 of the best crew in the game, Jencks and Forlom.
Let's take a look at that. All these are pretty standard. Ion Cannon, Heavy Laser Cannon, Contraband Cybernetics, False Transponding Codes, pretty standard stuff. Well, opting for those 2 illicits rather than Proxy Mine, which is fair. But really, it's Jencks.
The nice thing about Jencks is, so usually, the stress you get from Jencks is a downside. It costs me a stress to do this reroll. Up until suddenly when your attack hits and you're rerolling their green dice, so your attack is probably going to hit. Now suddenly they get the stress. And similarly, Forlom, we also see here is another popular choice for the same price, I think. Or what?
Yep. No, Forlom actually went up in price.
He's what?
He went up a little bit in price.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I'm being very distracted by something in the background. Which is instead of stress, it's a similar offensive ability. You prevent the defender from spending a certain type of token. You say, you can't spend that focus. In return, I get 2 Ion tokens as Cad Bane. But when my attack hits, you get 1 of them. So congratulations.
Brutal. Actually, yeah, I mean, it doesn't ask about primary either, so it could be an easy way to get extra Ion tokens
and if you have
ship.
People dead to rights, they can't even modify their...
Right. No, which includes reinforces, because it doesn't ask you cannot spend. It just says cannot be modified using green tokens. So
if someone were walking around with like 2 decimators, they'd be really sad.
Yeah, your double reinforce ain't doing anything against my Ion Cannon. Or preferably heavy laser at that point, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't shoot an Ion Cannon at a decimator.
I mean, you're probably going to ionize it.
Not if it's reinforced. Why did Cad Bane just move?
Was not watching to see, but I'm willing to bet at this point if ships are moving out of order, it's solely out of convenience for the players. Oftentimes you'll see...
Maybe he didn't move last round? Yeah. I trust these players.
Yeah, I was to say, oftentimes it's like, hey, I need to move this. It's going to go through this ship. Here's what this ship's doing. Can we just save some time and do this first? Blah, blah, blah.
Sure. I'm sure it'll be fun. So let's take a look at the other ships here. We have the new Mandalorian, Den Djarin. He likes to have multiple ships in his arc so he can get eyeball results. He's got Fearless for extra offense, Marksmanship for some crits, L237. One of my favorite cards, honestly. I love the mechanic. So at first it helps you defensively, and then you flip it over and it helps your dial. And on the Razor Crest, it has the potential to give you 6 extra stress clearing maneuvers. What a bargain.
You know who else gives you extra stress clearing banks on a Mandalorian? Forlom. You just ionize yourself. And suddenly you have blue banks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know what? I never thought about that, but yeah, if you need some 1 banks, just start ionizing.
Yeah, just start Forlomming people.
Anyways, we have Child here, obviously. Let's be real. Obviously, we got Jamming Beam because you do. Got BT1 for some extra crits. Man, this main lane likes crits. We have Contraband Cybernetics, again, because the dial's got a lot of red and not a lot of blue. And then Razor Crest, one of the more interesting upgrades to come out of this expansion. You can hide a non-limited upgrade underneath of it. Now, I'm gonna let's take a guess here, a little bet. I'll let you bet first because I invented the bet. What do you think is underneath this Razor Crest if he already has Contraband Cybernetics exposed?
So the cool thing is, you can change this round to round. So
of course.
You should be looking at my opponent's list and saying, "Oh, this is a bunch of vultures and such." So what do I want to take? So there's a couple things that are good here. So I think like generally the best, air quote best thing to take is usually just false transponder codes.
Of course.
It's almost always, because you have the benefit of now people can't even like, oh, I'm going to run up and pop your false transponders at a time that's convenient for me, because
you wait until you are going to take a target lock action to reveal it.
Right.
Makes sense.
And you can even do silly things like, oh, I have Mandalorian optics. I'm going to flip over my Razor Crest title and then immediately get a lock on you because it's the system phase and now you're jammed. It's like, oh, that's unpleasant.
If you're trying to bet and couldn't, I open betting back open as well. So,
enabling gamblers everywhere. Thank you.
Yes. So, looking at the Separatist list, obviously not cargo shoot.
Right. And there's like a, I mean, it's not feedback array. It's probably not like hot tail shot blaster or whatever it's called. Could be Deadman Switch. It wouldn't be a horrible choice. It would be a rarely seen choice, but when your opponent has, 4 vulture / hyenas, it's not horrible, but I would be shocked if it's not false transponders. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that bet.
What's your side of this bet?
I think it's Deadman Switch.
I like it. All right. What are the odds? What odds are you giving me on this bet? 1 to 1?
I mean, you get 1 to 1. Yeah.
I'm in.
I get like 3 to 1.
Wait, that's not how bets work. What's happening? Where's the extra money? The house is pissed. They're just giving money away.
Well, it'll be fine.
All right. You know what? It's Dion's money. It's fine.
It's GSP bucks anyway. So.
GSP fun bucks.
All right, let's take a look at that Jump Master out there. That's Manaru. He can pass tokens to friendlies, all of our tokens specifically. This one's got Notorious. Don't shoot at her, you're going to get strained. We have Jamming Beam, because you do. We have Gar Saxon, another new upgrade. It does restrict your locking, but you can spend tokens, like Cad Bane's Throne Stress, to get a 4th attack die, which it combines with, well, punishing one of the dial. Again, another ship who's got a bad dial, or weird dial, so Contraband. Which Gar Saxon combines with punishing one and takes that big O. Come on.
You can do it.
Nope. We lost it. We lost it.
That's sad. How are we supposed to
We'll find it. We'll find it. Don't worry. Anyways, it combines with punishing one, so you can shoot 4 dice long range.
Yeah, and now you just take the focus action, and you've got R5, P8 to make it.
And you've
got a reroll plus focus plus 4 to 5 dice shot.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good trick. And the nice thing is, because you have Notorious, you also get rerolls from that.
Also get rerolls.
And Notorious is significantly better the lower initiative you are.
Yeah, if they happen to have, what do I want to say? I mean, with the... Wait, actually, let's take it... Before I put my foot in my mouth.
I want to see you put your foot in your mouth.
Well, no, I can already imagine this, because Gar Saxon would be in the collect dice step. So you couldn't use Gar Saxon on the strain and then Notorious reroll as well, because the strain would be gone.
Yeah, the strain's gone.
Interesting. Okay, rounding out the list here, we do have Lighten Ashara.
All right, pop quiz time. Lore Master Extreme 3000. What game is Leighton Ashara from? What are they from? What source media?
Is it Star Wars?
I mean, it's definitely Star Wars.
Be quiet. We got attacks going here.
All right.
This is hit crit. It's the one where you fly Iman and drop bombs and stuff, or is it from the Skurg one?
Final answer? What is it going to be?
Starfighter 2.
All right, I have absolutely no idea. I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure
we have hit
it's a
crit.
Seek, so it's from Galaxies. That's how it works. But we'll see what it's actually
Oh,
from.
Galaxies. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got me there. That's the whole Tessari point.
Leighton.
Dang, we got 3 damage going down on a Vulture already? No, that is Pink Hyena taking a brutal direct damage right off the bat. I forgot about the M3 Ace in Galaxies.
There you go.
Yep. Good call. Good call.
Got him. Outplayed.
I got into Galaxies at the tail end of it, unfortunately, so did not
missed
do
the
it.
glory days.
Yep, sure did. I jumped on the other MMO. Betting can still be open.
So, the cool thing about, we're kind of skipping over it because I'm memeing about nonsense. Leighton is incredible in a game like this where there's a bunch of 2-die shots. The more shots you dodge, the harder you are to hit. It very quickly spirals into it being, like if a Vulture misses you, every other Vulture in the list might as well shoot something else because you have just infinite evade tokens.
The moment you have 2 evades, yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
Makes sense to me.
Even just having 1 is usually enough, but it's a waste of time to shoot you with a 2-die ship because you're just going to add evade tokens.
As a note, we are in round 2, so we are scoring the center here. I think Din got in, maybe Leighton, but I think we're debating here. The attack, this is a 4-dice Gar-Saxon shot through the obstacle, range 3, and is going to kill that bombardment drone.
That is brutal. Just barely tail end of range 3 shots. And what was what red token did, or what token got spent for Gar-Saxon? I didn't see how the bomber got a stress or a strain or whatever.
Assume he barrel rolled?
That's probably it.
Barrel
roll calculated or something? Or it's barrel roll lock on hyenas, right?
Sure is. He wanted to set up for that cloud, right? And he just won forward onto the cloud.
Yep. Unfortunately, will not be meeting his cloud friend.
I think he might have survived on 1. We'll put him back for now. I'm trying to see through the overlay here to take a look at the cards.
Marcel wants us to know to make sure that Cad Bane on Separatist took damage as well.
Thank you.
Oh, that lock must be
the lock he took.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course. Well, he's still out there firing an initiative 3 for now. We'll see if he makes it through the engagement. Oh yeah, sorry. Got a piece of carrot or something stuck in my throat.
Every time Will mutes, it's another mystery box spoiled to me.
Yes. So Cad Bane did take a damage to the bump. Thank you, Marcel. And a barrel roll linked, and we're picking up tokens here to pick up the hyena. There she is. It was a direct hit from Dinjarin's crit. So.
That is absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the risk of these bombardment drones because you want to get close to launch. Yep. But man, the closer you get to ships,
so the interesting
more likely you are
is,
to die.
Yeah, like the start of every engagement, the first turn of shooting, we've seen something not just take damage, but like absolutely destroyed, kind of blown out on one of these the list played. We lost a Vader last game. The game before that, it was
Y-Wing.
Y-Wing. Yes. No, it was a B-Wing.
Yeah, it was the B-Wing.
It was 10 numb.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely erased.
Well, that 10 numb found himself jousting double torps.
It's not that 10 numb found himself on the wrong side of some torpedoes.
Yeah, that will happen. That will happen.
But here, so we're seeing, okay, well, we're down 1 bombardment drone. Oh, we need scenario points too.
Yes. Scenario points for each. We'll take a look at the table.
So this is
here.
definitely less of a deficit to have to overcome than those situations were. But definitely still a deficit. But this is kind of like, this is what you expect when you're playing Vultures and Hyenas. It's like, I'm going to lose 1 early. I'm going to lose a ship before my opponent does, unless something miraculous happens. And you're kind of always playing from behind, which is an interesting state.
Which is why I've given up on Separatist. I
can't. Back to previous topic. It's our like, we've been playing this game too long, brain rot. You and I, we sit down to a game, the plan is, I'm just not going to lose any ships. That's the plan. That plan doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So
Well, when you bring, I used to bring 6 or 7, and I was like, oh yeah. I expect one to die in the opening engagement.
Yep. But no, even further back, right? So like first edition games, like, yeah, I'm going to bring Soontir, the Inquisitor, and like a shuttle, and yeah, just nothing's going to die. I'm just not going to give up any points. And I'll kill more than 0. That's my plan.
Yeah, well, killing ship and running to time isn't exactly. Anyways, let's take a look at what's Dion's record. Ooh, he's battling against Catherine Sturges.
Where is that? Oh,
it's just over here.
Okay.
They both are leaning on the table hard.
Oh, the power stances are engaged.
There's power stance and for a brutal first order on first order matchup. We'll see if he can pull through. I did not want to force that extra pressure on him.
Didn't want to see the fist fights on stream.
I mean, turns out Catherine pretty good at this game. So
what are you trying to say about Dion?
Dion's rusty. He's rusty. His knowledge is there, right? But putting that knowledge onto the table is an effort.
Dion, when future Dion's listening to this, I want you to know that it was Will that said that.
Dion doesn't listen to this. Dion, let me know if you're listening to this.
Dion, all right, the password in the future is cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
You tell me cupcakes later, and we know.
0 chance.
Don't tell him, Twitch chat. This is between us.
Yes, a secret deal. If Dion does listen to this, I'll give away something big at the next extra mystery box. Anyways,
so we are in another situation where it looks like the opening engagement. Like, I don't want to say the game is decided by opening engagement because that's not true. But
most games are, but not every game.
Cad Bane down here. Did we get the? No, we. Oh, I'm trying to John Madden.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, how dare you?
I think he closed it out when he was messing with
there
stuff.
you go. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, it does work.
That's a very nice face.
It does work.
Cool. So Cad Bane's kind of has. I'm like not touching the screen to not be in the way of them moving because I'm actually stupid. So Cad Bane is like stuck down here doing nothing for a turn. But we got a kill on an enemy ship early. So it's like, if we think about this in terms of like number of points engaged, there's 15 points over here. And then these shots traded, this is 20 minus 5 minus 3, so this is 12 points. Grievous is presumably like going to be in here doing stuff, which is another 5. And then this is, so this is 15. There we go. We got there. So like...
Your point?
So my point is, it feels like if you're just looking at the board, you're like, wow, Cad Bane's not helping. But despite Cad Bane not helping, we're at a 2-point deficit in terms of like ships that are engaged. So if every point spent on every ship were equal, which obviously it's not, we would expect our 17-point Thom to be, come out ahead on engagement this turn. But of course we know that.
That's a generous boost.
That is a very generous boost. Of course, we know that Thom's plan here isn't I'm going to trade shots and come out ahead. It's I'm going to get close to things, drop proximity mines on them, and kill them. And I just need enough to. We're just taking the Star Fortresses up to the ship, and we're trying to get bombs out before they all explode.
Yeah.
But you can see here, if this guy survives, Brock's mine right here, right into Mandarin.
That happens to be a vulture.
So. Oh, is that a? That's really unfortunate. That'd be a lot better if that were a hyena.
Be a lot better.
That's a vulture. Wait. I thought there were 2. So here's the other hyena. Okay,
yep.
Sorry. I thought
he already found his home.
Because this would have been really fortunate if this were a hyena. Not fortunate. I mean, obviously, you put it there on purpose. But
well, the other hyena would have been right next to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Right about there. So.
Yep. And they did not survive entry.
Ooh, I don't know if that's going to work out for this guy. So he's going to barrel roll behind the cloud, but he's not going to be able to land on it next round.
Well, he can just 2-turn into his vulture friend.
I mean,
1 turn into the vulture friend even. All that matters is that you land on it.
That's true.
Granted,
Actions and not being damaged is pretty cool though too.
turns out having all your health and actions is good. But I think a lot of the time, so they added penalties for self-bumping, right? But that doesn't mean you're not allowed to do it. You still can. You can still do it on purpose.
Overdose, it's fine. It was a leftover vulture stress. I don't think it. Well, as a note, we try to give the players a little bit of time to correct errors if something goes on.
What happened? What's the concern?
No, it's just an extra stress out there. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's fine. The train is derailed. We're out of the station, so.
Okay. Look, he won banked anyways, so.
Oh yeah, we're talking about self bumps.
Even if he was, he's stuck in the self bump train though, Tom.
Yep. Yeah. So now this is if he wants to keep the vulture on the cloud. Next turn, it's going to be hard for Cad to get. Oh, he can 2-bank right, I suppose. Wait. Is that a red focus on the overlap? Is that what just happened?
I'm just going to let them know.
Okay. Sounds good.
No, he took it away. See?
Oh, they
again.
got it. Okay.
Again. Normally, your opponent will be far more vigilant about about correcting your mistakes than we could ever be.
Yeah. No, it's like.
Except for when Andrew was like, "Oh, you could definitely take actions on that chap."
Yeah, just roll off it. It's fine.
Yeah, just
whatever.
roll off of it.
And it's funny because we like to be. I'm gonna. This is a self-report, right? We like to be toxic in Twitch chat and be like, oh, how could you make such an obvious mistake? Clearly, they're trying to cheat or blah, 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 or whatever. It's like, man, it is 2 p.m. Everyone's been awake since 7 a.m., not sleeping well, eating, let's say, poorly, playing games of X-Men all day.
Greasy noodles and
it's like there's a lot of, lots of, we had brownies, they were good. But like, there's a lot of silly mistakes that happen. And the players that do better tend to make less silly mistakes, and that's good. But it doesn't mean we should bully people just for making minor errors.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you could play a perfect game, you'd be winning tournaments. So, what can you do? There is, as a note, I cannot stress the amount of people here. If you've never been to Gen Con,
there's a lot of people here.
Wow. This area seems pretty casual.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty chill in this corner.
Pretty chill with the open Splendor tables and 7 Wonders and stuff like that. Wish they just left those Splendor things out. I just want to go over there and start playing one. Let's see if
I thought you were going to say I just want to take one. I was
I'm not going to take one. That's crime.
That would be a criminal.
I'm a rebel player, not a scum and villainy. Wait, no, I'm Imperial. But I have ruthless death troopers, so I think we're on the bad side of that order.
That's fine. The ruthless death troopers, there's the slaver. So only one person can be the bad guy, and usually the slaver takes the cake.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. So I got distracted, but we're
finishing moving. That was a barrel roll.
The Mandalorian, was that a one left turn to face?
Yes, to face off against Grievous. Grievous had already prepared for it by barrel rolling out there.
There's the Discord missiles.
Yep, there you go. Would you like a treat?
Nerfed to 1 agility from 3. Significantly less frustrating to play against.
Yeah, fair. Oh boy.
And now
trying to shoot a vulture or a buzz droid off of your friend.
Yeah.
And missing.
This feels bad, man. Well, it is a little odd that you can shoot them off yourself. It's like, hey, Buzz Droid, walk onto my gun real quick.
Yeah, just wait for it to walk on your gun.
Yep.
All right, 4 hits here. Range 1. That's going to be bad for Grievous. I believe he's taking on 4.
Looked like it. Grievous, one of the very few ships where it's like the best strategy to kill him is to just look straight at him.
Yeah, gotta joust him. Don't let him sneak. Don't let him be sneaking around.
Arc dodging him, it's going to be brutal. It'll take forever to kill him.
Also bad, because he turns into essentially a 3 agility ship, right?
Right. 3 agility ship with 7 health that throws away 2 crits. It just takes forever.
Yeah, 9 health, 3 agility ship. Ugh.
Just brutal.
No, thank you. All right. Next up in our initiative order, we got the rest of the 4s here. Brendon going to start us off here with his Cad Bang, who was not out of the fight, as a note, with that bank boost. Going to shoot an ion cannon at the vulture on the obstacle. Vulture's going to need double paint here to not be ionized. That's a damage and an ion for blue. It's the top one. It's the top one.
Thank you. It's like, oh no, it's color quiz time again.
Yeah. Is it? I know you may not. But you might understand the colors, at least by name, if you can't even see them. Well, but I believe it's pink and teal is really where the red-greens have problems.
Yeah, well, so it's like I think so.
On this scale, where does it become gray?
Where does it become gray? So it doesn't ever turn gray because I would call gray-green, because that's what I'm used to seeing is green, unless it's obviously gray, but like this is a continuous spectrum of color. There's no gray in in this bar. That's what you're asking.
Okay. Does it look like a rainbow that is going from one color to another, or does it suddenly shift?
Oh yeah, I mean it looks like a rainbow, but that's what a rainbow looks like to me, right? But like it's like
that was one
like,
hit into the Mandalorian, I believe.
So the ends are very similar, but I think they're both red.
Mm-hmm.
But then this blends back into red, basically.
So there's red over in the green area.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Kind of.
I gotcha.
It's like light red, I guess is the best way to put it.
Sure. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That's why they call it red-green colorblind. Let's take a shield off the Mandalorian. Did take damage there. We'll see who's up next firing. It should be then Thom's.
Good
Cad
question
Bane?
from Twitch chat.
What's up?
Cad Bane extra action. Did it not happen when the ship was destroyed last turn?
I think I know. He should have barrel rolled out, but he did not. Would have been a good opportunity to create some space.
Understandable to forget when you're frazzled that a ship died that you presumably were not expecting.
Yeah.
Because here's where you roll up and do engagement. It's like, okay, I hope at least one of my Prox Mines bombers survives. But losing it on even the approach is rough. And
right, because as you said, you normally want to target lock or reposition or something.
Yep.
And like, didn't really have an option for it, I guess. Yeah. Great positioning from Brendon, leading with Manaru. It's a notorious, big chunky ship out there.
So, and this Cad Bane also could have yeeted this stress off, right? Gotten rid of it. But I think potentially wants to save that ability.
It is every other turn.
It's every other turn, so probably just wants to save it for a more useful thing than an Ion Vulture that's just going to clear it anyways.
Correct.
Though it is double stress, but like what maneuver is it going to clear?
It also can't take any actions anyways, so it might as well be
like whatever. Yep.
It didn't look like that was much of an attack. All right, moving on to threes. So really good call, I'll be honest with you, from Brendon to call that Grievous taking the wide outside instead of the center.
Yeah, it was smart.
All right, beautiful ion cannon shot here onto Grievous. Ooh, and he's ionized too.
Brutal.
Oh boy.
And down to, it's down to 2 hull, is that right?
Yeah, took 4.
Wow.
Then an ion.
That is painful.
Yeah.
you hate to see it.
Yes. Well, sometimes sometimes Grievous just takes 5 damage real fast, and
well, that's what happens when things look at you.
I mean, he's in a great position here against the Mandalorian, who really is stuck out of place, stressed.
Right.
Never popped L3, I don't think. I don't know why he would.
No, and has contraband, so could like 2-turn and do whatever.
Oh, could Talon roll behind the ionized Cad. Grievous, I guess. We'll see if he does it.
But would be double stressed for the pain.
Here we go. This is Manaru going to be blasting this Vulture into the atmosphere.
That's the Death Star. There's no atmosphere, sir.
Blasting them right into the Death Star. Some sort of, is that a moon up there?
That's a good question.
I don't know what this planet, I assume it's Yavin? It's Yavin Prime, is what I assume this is.
Not as cool as Alexander Prime.
Or Optimus Prime, to be honest with you. Or most of the Prime numbers. So.
Jokes for 3 in Twitch chat. You're welcome, Twitch chat. I got you. I'm here for you. Also, side note, speaking of jokes for 3, it is Mitch's birthday today.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure if he's watching,
Fantastic.
but I need a bunch of please provokes and happy birthday, Mitch.
There you go. I won't ban that.
I know it's getting harder, but I really got to keep it on.
Well, Emperor Canaries, I mean, it does remove your stress when you pass it off. So if you're planning on doing a white maneuver, it could be beneficial. We have a range 1 Vulture.
Sorry.
Who somehow, it's the same initiative. This blue Vulture is most certainly dead.
I'm trying to keep up with Twitch chat and watch the game at once, and I am really struggling.
There are some happy birthday Mitches.
Yay! So apparently we missed the Razor Crest pop, and it was false transponder codes.
Which is why did he pop both? The hard 2 target lock?
That is what I just heard.
He must have. Wow.
If you believe Twitch chat.
I believe them. Did it get you again?
No, it didn't get me the first time. That's what makes this dumber.
We planted a non-working mouse near D's laptop that he grabbed and was very confused that it wasn't working. Good job. That was a 10 out of 10 troll from Will.
Fantastic. We try to have fun here. That's what it's all about. So yeah, if he used both, which is, I was wondering why he got stressed and didn't have a focus.
Yep. Now you know.
That makes sense. So yeah, unfortunately, Mandalorian going to be really out of the fight here.
Yep, not going to be helping much, but is very far ahead in ships at this point.
Sure, use R2 this way.
Yeah.
Put your arc that way.
Get
That's fine.
Well, yeah. The problem is it'll be like that or whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, that's a pretty nice 170 degree arc he'd have, but yeah, I mean, probably won't be facing anything. Well, Cat has to come through up here probably.
I gotta check on. Hold on, these vultures are actually putting down a lot of hits. I want to see if I'll have to double check the damage. Brendon doing great as far as giving the opponent options. Like you lighten, great job with that, or good luck with it really. Or you can shoot a notorious mana room.
Everyone's favorite thing, shooting notorious ships.
Low initiative notorious too.
Yep. Though I think mana already fired, right?
Yes, we've moved on to end of the round. We see, because I think Light 3 is the lowest round tier. Yep, so we'll check in here on the stable cam. I don't know what the consideration is here, but maybe they're just already thinking about dials. So it looks like, yep, point for each here, chance engagement. I'm just going to double check those health values.
Yep, can you double check the score as well? We have 2 to 9, the table's 2 to 7. Which if...
I'm not going to disturb them. Look, do you see that thought stance?
That's true.
Look at that. Look at that thought stance. Do you think I'm going to interrupt that?
We should have D double check for us then. Just double check which ships are destroyed, because we can figure out the points fairly easily.
I'm gonna walk over there. Just gonna give them just a moment here.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know what. Let's go back to the table cam. I think I know what because Brendon's not doing anything, which might be a Cad Bane trigger, but I think he would have triggered it when the ship suffered the damage, so hard to say what they're doing here. He's looking at it again.
It could be a bunch of simultaneous shots, right? And it happens.
Well,
they miss the timing of it or whatever.
You're destroyed, yeah. When
yeah.
It wouldn't matter for any of the shots,
right?
Can you coordinate? You can put a coordinator on.
You could, I don't think you can on Separatist. I don't think.
Not on Separatist. No, you could fit Palpatine probably to the ass base.
That's, I think you are correct.
I mean, he's got such a loadout.
Yep. Yeah, 18, that's enough. Palpatine's 14, so.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different, you can put, what? You can put Ayla?
No, Ayla's Republic.
Oh.
Chill, calm down.
Oh, I was going to say. Oh. Okay. Shoko, you you corrected that, but I can't put that on stream. Okay, there's still a heavy
The GSP autofilter is harsh. It is a harsh mistress. You are not allowed to post much.
Okay, we are setting
like
dials, so
You got it?
I am going to go check on. I'm going to remove those dice and check on the
You want me to
health.
just turn the dice cam off? Or-
No, because we'll forget to turn it back on.
That's factual. All right.
What do we have for health right now? Mando's down 1. Cad's full.
Yeah, Manner's full.
That's Manner's health I'm checking on.
Yep. And which ships are destroyed, so the points...
Well, this is definitely...
Okay, so then it should be 9 or 7 over there? I don't know. Will in charge of making sure everything's correct. I am just here to try and distract us from doing the right things, Twitch chat. Let's see. Destroyed 7 plus... Why is it 7 destroyed? Is that correct? Oh, it's chance engagement, so there's half points. That's why. That's where the extra thing's from. Okay, the world makes sense now, because we have half of a Grievous. So... Oh, so the ionized vulture is destroyed. Okay. I found out what the points discrepancy... Oh, Will can't hear me yet. Now Will can hear me. Points discrepancy is half on Grievous. Is that what you got fixed?
Yes, they forgot half points because, I mean, it's only one of the 4 scenarios. And then Manero actually did get lit up there and had received a fuel leak.
Ooh,
so
okay.
that should point our points to 9-4, as you do.
Cool.
I literally always forget about...
What's up?
I forgot about those dice too. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was going to say, do you remember what token is under this? Is that a stress under the strain?
Yes, because I believe you barrel roll calculated to launch that Discord.
Gotcha. Yes, that would be this Discord. Okay.
Yes.
And they took the crit from the Discord as well?
I believe that's the fuel leak.
Okay, gotcha.
That was put onto there,
cool.
Which is a big deal when you have a buzz droid on you.
Not a good... You look at all these great options you have to clear maneuvers and barrel roll, though.
Yeah.
there's nowhere to, like... You can put your base here, and that's it. There's no rolls, so you're just keeping it. You just hold on to these buzz droids, Manaroo.
Actually, I'm just going to leave the dice there.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't even care.
All right, Twitch chat.
I do care, but...
Twitch chat, I hereby give you permission to spam dice as soon as you see dice rolled. And then Will yell at you, but it's okay, because I gave you permission.
I just already, they were, like I said, we'll go to the players cam because both these guys are, this is the round, right?
Are we, which table number is this, do you remember?
5.
So we are at X and 1.
Yeah, we're,
okay.
No, we're,
this is 2-0?
Yeah, there should be both undefeated, so.
Gotcha.
So the big round here, as always.
The interesting thing is, Grievous is ioned over here. There's no real follow-up for it.
What do you mean? You got this ship right here?
You got Leighton? I think Grievous might win that joust.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, because you could... I almost wondered, do you just like 2-turn CAD here? This CAD? And then just take the ion shot?
I mean, you could...
Or not the ion shot, but just take the shot and try to throw the stress on him?
That's what Seth said. Said, one bank your CAD over there, get an ion cannon, maybe a range one, and take down Grievous. Actually, 2 ion cannons would do it as well, right?
Well, so. the thing is, like, so it's the two banks that are blue on this thing. So
no one bank?
I think it's 2s.
Oh yeah, because that's a funny ship, aren't you?
Oh no, it is also 1s. Okay, that makes this much easier then, because you can like just 1 bank roll, be here and be up here. It'd be even further back, something like that, with an arc up here, and you'd be stressed and focused, and you could dunk the ion onto Grievous again and tell him no fun allowed.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with 2 ion cannons, you could just kill him with that. Oh yeah, they didn't see anything you saw. They saw at the very end of it.
Oh, good. I'm talking to myself.
Thanks, Mr. Moneypants. You are correct.
Do not be nice to Dr. Moneypants. They know what they did.
No, I mean, well, maybe what do I say?
I have scenario markers for them because they did not show up to Atomic Empire on Monday. They're the last scenario markers to deliver.
Just mail them out. And then bill them for shipping.
I'm mailing this 1 mile away. It'd be $20 for shipping.
Put it in a little paper airplane and throw it out your window as you drive by.
All right, so we do have the Prox Mine dropped.
Launched.
Yes, launched. And the worst part is with these bombardment drones, like if Manaru hits it, it just gets dropped on you immediately again next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, turns out if that one hit, we know what the next one
We know where the next one's going to be. And that might just kill Manaru. It's like 2 damage each on average, plus whatever shots. It makes me wonder what Cad Bane, this must be a 1 bank from this Cad Bane, right? Because otherwise, I mean, maybe that even hits it too, I don't know. Manaru trying to fit between 3 rocks and a... I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we'll know real quick here if what happens. Oh, that's
all right. There's a damage card that just went
okay,
up.
So the proxy is hitting here.
I think it's the rock.
Yes.
Manaru on the rock with
an extra damage and can't get rid of the vulture.
Droids.
Or the vulture droids. Thank you. And Cad Bane's just gonna follow up there with a beautiful attack.
Well, Cad Bane might hit the Prox Mine now.
Ooh, that's true.
Which would be rough.
Ooh, so not pursuing Grievous here.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe he thinks like, well, in the end game, the Mandalorian can take down Grievous.
Right. Well, and like the follow-up there wasn't great. Whereas here, like, if any of this stuff gets bumped on Manaru, right, like the bullseye looks, well, that's not a very straight line, but... Well, what is happening?
They didn't move this vulture. I was about to run and stop them from what they were doing.
But yeah, the nice thing is if anything gets blocked onto Manaru, then you're gonna bullseye it. So this vulture just slams into Manaru. Hey, that's one way to get onto the rock.
Hey,
big brain.
Wow, that's true. I mean, that's a road risk and a half, dude. Wow.
I respect it. That's a play.
It was like, hope the road works out, man.
You just slam into the side of Manaru with your legs open and hope they land on the rock.
You know,
incredible.
Yep, fantastic there. Should be able to get some calcs. Oh, he's handing him the card. Yep.
How does this work? Whatever, man. I believe you.
He hands him a card with 2 paragraphs on it.
Yeah. Also, it's been eroded.
So that actually is not correct.
But it's close. So I ordered a bunch of German first order pilots.
Wow. Okay.
So just 1, chill. All right. But 2.
X-wing pilots. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
A bunch of. You know what? Never mind. Moving on.
Moving on. Quickly going.
Yep. I can see Dion's face in the background, so we're just moving on. I think it's safe to say Cad Bane has the bullseye on the vulture.
Yeah, dead to rights.
Nope.
All right. Remember, with the ions, they have changed it to where you can set a dial and bank your ship. This Grievous decided not to. If he does survive, he does have a beautiful sloop out that way if he wants, or to cut into the center. So I don't dislike it.
Yep, and he's almost the highest initiative ship on the table at this point. Tied with Cad Bane.
Tied with the Cad Banes, yeah.
All right, so what is... I wonder what actual maneuver this is.
So if he did do the 4 to skip over.
Yep. This was the biggest gamble on a road roll I think I've ever seen.
Oh, there it is. See? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, the 4 forward goes past Manaru. But it's going to put him on the debris.
Nope. Oh, my God. King. Get him a crown.
Wow.
Bigly.
Wow.
Well, that is going to be a very sad manner.
Yeah.
Is this where you go? Okay. Stress focus.
Stress focus, please. No, Manaru does not have 5. Manaru took some damage from that rock.
Manaru has 4, 3 even, with a fuel leak.
Yeah.
And you want to see a cool card on this Cad Bane? Oh, no. Shoot. It's Somebody had. Oh, it's the Mandalorian had marksmanship. For a second, I thought the Separatist Cad Bane
No,
did.
I mean you don't mix marksmanship and heavy laser cannons in my opinion.
It's okay. You probably shouldn't, but you can.
You probably shouldn't. No.
Some serious power leans happening.
Yeah. Let's check out. Let's go to the lean cam.
The lean cam. It's the X-Wing 2 fists on the table. It's like my favorite thing ever. There it is.
We get a shot of Dion.
Yep. Oh, can we
Still, he's still playing.
Hey, there's Nathan. Hi, Nathan.
He's still on it. Yep, we got the nade off, which was supposed to be table 1. Moore versus ID.
Yep.
Moore, who spent ranted.
They need a judge.
I can.
You got it.
Unless it's something serious.
Will, our impromptu judge. They need an adult. It's all right. I too am sad that Red Ace did not survive into 2nd edition. I would. I'd have you go by the actual name, but I think the GSP word filter would catch it. Sadly. Yes, the scoreboards are absolutely look like they're from a high school gym. I love them. They're incredible. If you've never played with one on the side of the table, it's so easy to tell what the score is, and makes you feel like you're playing a team sport. You got it.
I was trying to see. So Manaru is trying to, or the Mandalorian is trying to shoot the buzz droid, and it is infinitely close.
Gotcha. So they brought D over to destroy the board state. Can we get is this the player cam?
Yeah, let's go to the player cam
is
here.
Is D tall enough to show up? Yeah. He's like 3 feet tall.
Come in here a little closer to the mic.
Update from around the table here. Looks like Dion's going to come in at 2-1, defeating Catherine by the power of Prox Mines.
As it turns out, a shocking update. Prox Mines pretty good. So good, they can carry Dion to victory.
Yep.
Broad shoulders on those Prox Mines.
That's sometimes all you need. Okay, we'll see what Jin ended up shooting at, if the defense is 1 or 2. Or 3, I guess.
Nope.
Well, no, I mean,
we're using marksmanship, so it must be against the hyena.
Yeah, it's the hyena.
There's our 3 agility.
Yeah, he's got the double calc. It's going to be a single crit here on the yellow hyena.
This one. Do we see the crit? Disable power regulator.
You caught that by...
So you only need 2 letters. That is probably the worst possible crit to draw on a hyena that you prox mined last turn with. That is so sad.
Oh boy. Yeah, I was thinking you couldn't take actions, but he's going to be ionized. That's
his own prox mine.
Oh boy, that's rough.
You hate to see it.
Marksmanship working out there. So it looks like we should. Somebody took a crit there. Trying to track down if that was Grievous or not. Was that Cad shooting? Yeah, it would have been Cad shooting. Second.
Grievous with a big old pile of nothing.
So he must have put a crit onto the vulture that I didn't see. We'll check it. We'll check it afterwards.
Okay, I'll get it.
Definitely look like a crit went through. So
get the update from the front lines.
Isofane! Still hanging out in the chat.
I just want to know what I have to do that whenever I send a message, Will excitedly says my username. That's my goal in life.
I'm trained to do it by default. If you Yeah, we don't have the, what I want to call, like, text to speech. If you do, you're just asking for trolls.
Yes, correct. That would be the single best thing Dion could ever do for me, which means he would never do it.
I don't know if the revenue income
was worth it. I donate a lot more money to GSP.
Me. Well, you're going to have to cover our monetization fees. Okay, so we have a dodge and then 2 damage going down. I assume this is Manaru. Because that would have been CAD shooting.
Yeah.
That's not how Notorious works. We'll check it. We'll check it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll check it afterwards. They might correct it at some point, but yeah. Also, he's not being shot at and is stressed, so I don't think it's going to be there for very long. Ooh, another full paint string here. Got 2. And going to spin the focus. Soulless one?
We're not soulless in this family. No, sir.
Really? I mean, I'm not going to remind him. I can't remind him about that, but I will ask him about Notorious, though, just so they have a...
Yeah, just, again, presumably
reminder.
Just a mistake, and that
well,
means they won't do it later.
If they correct it, that's one thing, but, like, also, like, I would like to let them know for future rounds, please don't Notorious anybody that shoots at you.
I mean, it seems good. The problem with Notorious is just not good enough. Needs above.
I mean, only limited people can take it.
True.
But, like, just like all the good ones. It's honestly the reason Kilby's so good right now. So he's one of the few.
He's the Notorious X-Wing.
Yeah, Notorious. Raptor Ritter, hello. Cost to charter a plane.
Why are we chartering planes? I'm
What? Isophane. Oh, from Europe to Adepticon? I don't know. Thousands? Tens of thousands? A unreasonable amount.
Are we in planning now? Is that... Sorry, I got distracted with talking with Twitch chat, but... Oh, no, we're picking
we still have I3s left to go here.
Yep.
Okay. Going to range 0, a crit into Manaru, who dies from it.
End. Goodbye, Manaru. And this score got a lot more even very quickly. Granted, Grievous is on 1 hull, and this Hyena is about to eat their own prox mine. But...
Yep.
We need to double check that ion token happens.
He might have not engaged yet.
Yep. I see points happening. 2, 3 for the other half of Manaru.
I think that's Maxine. Oh! I want to meet her.
Oh.
One of the developers of the card game I play.
So yes, they just did the in-phase scoring, so we should remind them on...
I'll just double check with them before they get too involved with...
Yep. Mind double checking
dials.
ion token too? Will. Tossing out ion tokens, handing terrible news to everyone. Hey, game state resolved. You know, here, I'm gonna hit buttons and hopefully Will doesn't yell at me. Hey, there we go. Look at that handsome gentleman in his very casual sharks, whales, and tree shirt. All right, quick, hit it back before he notices. We've always been at this view. Nothing's changed, don't worry.
Okay. Oh yeah, they're just wrapped up in the game. You know how it is. No big deal.
That bomber's so sad. The saddest bomber in the world. The funny thing is, if that bomber, I mean, it's not going to die to its own bomb. has a good chance of blocking. Well, it's in the Mandalorian's way, and if he blocks the Mandalorian, you can just prox mine him.
Yeah, you could do just one bank and yeah, set up for the proxy mine next turn.
Yep.
Of course. Are they playing Arkham right now? No, they're playing Champions.
What are you asking? What's happening?
I play this card game called Arkham.
Uh-huh.
And
Is that Arkham Horror or is that a different game?
yeah, LCG, yeah.
Oh, so Andrew Cox's tickets went to me because he ended up not being able to make it last second, and I think I'm signed up for some Arkham thing that's supposed to be happening like now.
Oh. Okay.
So I think that's probably what you're talking about.
That's fair. No, I'm playing Arkham tomorrow.
Nice.
But I noticed the lead developer is being interviewed, so hopefully they're recording that so I could watch it later. She does excellent work for the game and has, in my opinion, revitalized it. Just like how X-Wing kind of got like a second edition, and their FFG has really been like reevaluating. I know X-Wing's not FFG anymore, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
all
right, Twitch chat, posture check. Everybody sit up, fix your posture, don't slouch.
I'm leaning in. I'm slouching.
Yeah, same. I was like, oh, this is not good.
Oh yeah, we are muted.
Well, we were muted.
People keep asking us directions because we're sitting at the FFG booth or Asmo Day, whatever.
Yeah, it's funny how like random phrases like that get stuck in your head because it's like, yeah, FFG booth equals the middle thing where all the thing is, not FFG the company. Yeah, of course we're chilling. Yeah, we're hanging out at the FFG area. Wait a minute.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, yeah. So just like how, like second edition or even like objective play now, a lot of the FFG games are getting a similar treatment.
Facelift, going through and cleaning things up.
Yeah, resetting, getting like a new core out for people, which X-Wing has been announced to do as well.
Yep.
And that's the I like that mindset of like not only do we need to cater to longtime veterans by getting new expansions, right, and new interesting cards, but you also need to make the path of entry as seamless as possible, right? And now we can be like, you buy the core 3 ships, and you buy whatever 3-ship expansion they have for that faction, and there you go. You got 5-6 lists easily you
don't
can make
think
with it.
Buy a conversion kit, hunt down these 5 ships on eBay was not the most accessible game? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Probably not.
How does Ion work with the ship with struts out? That is a good question.
Ooh, great question.
When you are ionized, effectively you don't get to struts anymore.
No, you're forced to do the maneuver. You can't skip your execute maneuver step.
Yep.
So long story short, you're gonna one bank and run into that
Your own
ship's
proxy mine.
mine.
Yep.
Of course, you can't get an action because your only action you're allowed is focus.
Which turns out droids, they can't focus. They only got robot brains.
You do set and reveal a dial?
Yes. Yeah, you reveal an Ion dial just like normal.
Yeah. But Ion has taken over your dial, essentially.
Very so.
To where they actually invented a new keyword of direction because of this.
It's not new. It's been around.
Versus bearing?
Mm-hmm.
What asks for direction? Oh, struts probably.
I believe struts, yeah. But yeah, they've
I've never put a bank on my droid's dial, I guess.
Right.
So maybe.
But yeah, all the direction.
Oh, you flip instead of reveal. Yes. That's what it is. You flip the.
You skip your reveal dial step effectively.
That's right. That's right. Blah. So you never proceed on from there. You just use it as a reference. Interesting.
The game term does matter. We're trying to answer the actual question, Steven, not the. No one speaks X-Wing rules. Is the one thing I've learned in 7 years.
Did you ever, when you paid for your event ticket, did you notice the experience requirement?
I did not.
So each one has like
like
like newbie or like never played the game before or like kind of familiar, right? And then they have expert level, which is you know how to play the game and know all the rules.
Oh.
And I was like,
All the X-Wing players are disqualified. Get them
really
out.
disqualified
The judge is DQ'd too.
for not knowing the rules.
Yes. Just D in shambles
We
today.
did have to convince D that as well you couldn't take actions when you overlapped a chaff cloud. He almost let somebody do it.
Poor
but we-
D. The days are so long. That, I mean, we mentioned earlier, but like he's looking up a thing on the forum. He can't find an answer on the forums that he knows is there. And I'm like, D, it's on the forums. And he's like, I know it's on the forums, but it's not here. I scroll down, it's right there. And he opens it, and it's his face looking back at him, answering his own question.
What?
All right, D is
Dion-
causing problems, but we are back.
Yes. D Yoon is harassing us about things. Yeah. We are.
The Proxima not the back. Interesting. He's planning on being destroyed before having a chance to drop the next one, I suppose.
Probably.
Or is it the Big Brain 5K stop?
Wow.
That would be.
No, because he already used his contraband.
Yeah, never mind.
There's a big mute icon. There sure is. You can see it here. So, I apologize. We were just discussing some things off
brutal.
camera, and
So,
the
3
hyenas
damage.
really gonna get
Destroyed. And I did not see what that crit was.
the decoy mouse.
Yeah, strikes
caught him
again.
Good. Caught him good.
I had played myself. Did you see what the crit on the drone was? It was only on like 2 frames on screen.
No, it's fine. If it survives the round, we'll be more concerned.
Participation, no, but there are faction prizes, and at that point, yesterday I gave something out to everybody.
Fuel leak. Okay, which is
Oh,
irrelevant because
fantastic.
it has 1 hole left. So
Yeah.
no problem. Thank
So-
you, Twitch chat.
Well, we were talking to D, but people have asked us random questions. But then again, we are like the 2 people sitting.
It is very
at like
understandable.
this half.
We are sending
of the,
mixed signals from this desk.
Yeah.
And Will looks very helpful is the problem.
I just have that. It's the yellow. It's the bright yellow shirt. People just
Yep.
drawn over here. D was rightfully asking about the time here, so we'll see. We'll see if this pace of play ends up. I mean, I don't want to cheat. I mean, I would feel bad to like cheat the amount of
Yeah.
time that we told them they would be allowed to have.
Yep.
So
No, their time exists at our pleasure. So
it's an awkward situation to say the
Yep.
least. But I think that this game's has an exciting conclusion here. I know we're kind of downplaying it by being distracted, but I mean it's very close. Like each shot, each red dice rolled here is really going to matter. Especially these that are left in the dice box. Oh. Okay, so he's trying to 1 bank over.
yes, which then might allow him to barrel roll right behind the other CAD, which would be very big.
We did see a target lock false transponder codes here.
Yep. No, they're
And Lion doing a great job of blocking any kind of maneuvers, or if you do want to do a 3-bank, boom,
Yep.
got you right there too.
The problem is your impervium plating does not help against these ion cannons.
No.
Like, please just roll
Not
crits on
at
regular
all.
attacks. Please.
Thanks for playing. Hope you had a good time. I had a good time.
Uh,
Really close games.
anyways.
And there's the boost around. So nice thing about, so we're Cad Bane time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I pull up the card here?
Yeah, you just click the far button there.
Yeah, so we go here, and I'm just going to clear out the upgrades. Because what we care about here is the linked actions. So,
That was a focus boost.
yeah, so, okay. So the problem here is Cad Bane does not have a way to barrel roll without doing another action first. So usually this would be a great place to be, because if something's destroyed, right, Cad Bane can barrel roll up here and drop a nice prox mine for us.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't, because he's stressed, and if he evades, he can't do the linked red action.
Right, while he is allowed to take the extra action while stressed, he
Yep.
cannot take the linked action while stressed.
Which is a bump. I mean, granted,
I like how you tried that, by the way, as if that was going to work.
what did I do?
You were trying to clear it out as if you put it on the teleprompter.
Oh, yeah, true.
All right.
Oh, no, and he gets the block, too. Oh, tragedy strikes. I mean, the prox mine into the Mandalorian's never going to be destroyed here, but he could have been halved, which would be big.
So his chance engagement, every point matters, so...
Yep.
Yeah, time is ticking here. Most likely last round. I mean, the players have to have recognized that everybody else is done with their games, so time is ticking.
Yep.
They asked me how much time is left, and I said,
Good
you
question.
have time. There's
It's not
time.
over yet.
Yeah, it's not over. Not much more I can say than that. I can maybe say when the round started, I guess. That is allowed.
Oh, the prox mine. Oh, no, it absolutely would hit the Mandalorian.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, if there's no next turn, then none of it matters, so whatever.
Nothing else matters. All right. So we're going to do combat here. That's going to be 3 hits. Naturally into the hyena.
Which will not make it.
Nope, you can go ahead and GG that.
Goodbye, bombardment drone. Farewell, buddy. Okay.
So now he can get the Separatist Cad Bane can get the lock onto Grievous. He's got a beautiful heavy laser cannon lined up.
That's a friendly fire.
Oh. He can lock this ship though.
There
That's a
you
scum
go.
ship.
Yep.
You see, time is ticking down.
Yep.
Sarah with a lovely, what looks like custom-made
Yeah,
dress.
it's super cool. Big Imperial
Wow.
logo.
Looks beautiful. Okay, well, we got a single crit here, range 1.
Oh,
I assume that's Grievous, because
Looks
that's how.
like it. That's-
or sorry, this is Cad's heavy laser, maybe? No.
no, there shouldn't be any heavy laser cannons. So yeah, just gonna take the 1 damage in Leighton because it doesn't matter.
It was a pleasure.
Oh,
I'm so nervous to call time of the round. You know what I mean?
yep. It'll be very
Is it-
close.
This is variable timing though, because if I would have said like 5 minutes in the round remaining, this round would have been like
Yep.
everybody kind of maybe speeding, or at least the player who wanted another round.
Right. Yeah. Tom be like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
We got places to be.
Woo! 3 natural here. And 3 evade dice. Going to be ionized from that ion cannon, so
Yep. 1 more damage here.
that is half points.
Yep. But we're still 3 points short. 4 points short.
Okay, this looks like Layton's return shot here. Gonna spin the focus for 2, see if we can take Grievous off the board, and is successful.
And that is effectively it, because yeah, now the Mandalorian has to be destroyed for the game to be tied.
Yep, 15 seconds left here. We still have a Vulture to shoot, and that's going to eat up the rest of the time here. I'm pretty sure.
You want to go run over there and call time? With
I'm gonna yell exactly.
Seconds?
I'm gonna exactly.
We got Will announcer voice for that time call. I'm sad.
Yeah, you like that? You
Yeah,
like
it was
that?
nice.
What? Okay. Stop. What? All right. This is 1 crit, 1 evade. That's going to be the handshake. Congratulations, Brendon Edwards takes the win there.
Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.